Hello friends, in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to make the ukulele really swing. It's not as hard as it seems, just 3 basic concepts to understand and you'll be grooving along in no time. Let's get started. For this entire lesson we're simply going to be playing 2 chords, F6 straight across the 5th fret and C7th barred across the 3rd fret with our middle finger on the 4th fret of the C string. You can also just play regular old F and regular old C7th, but as we'll see in the next section, using closed position or bar chords actually makes this style easier to play. But the first thing we need to talk about is just the foundation of all of this, which is the quarter note, or as we think of it in the uke world, simple down strums. We're going to do 4 down strums on each of these chords, F6th, then to C7th. Just join in with me. What you want to focus on here is coming through the strings quickly. Not hard, just quickly. We want to hear the full chord itself. We're a big old percussion instrument when we're playing this. It just happens to be pitched percussion. You can see I'm using my thumb right now to play it. And that's fine, but you can also use your index finger. Here has a different sound. We can do it with either. Whether you're using your thumb or your index finger now, try the other one and see how it feels. And we're focusing on just nice, fat quarter notes, hearing the chord as a whole. Now you could also use a pick if you wanted. I'm using a felt pick right now. This is absolutely fine, but I'm going to swap back, I think, to my thumb for the moment. It doesn't matter whether you're using a pick or your thumb or your index finger. They're all just different sounds for us. So once you get used to just grooving along on this basic quarter note with nice long notes, then we want to start thinking about the accent. What beat is more important? And in this style, 2 and 4 just have a little bit of an accent to them. So maybe we play something like this. Just bring back 1 and 3. You can also bring the hand closer to the sound hole on 2 and 4, giving a different texture. But before you move on to the next section, just make sure you spend some time playing basic quarter notes along with me like this. Feeling comfortable with this, just nice, quick down strums. This is the basis of everything else that we're going to do. Once you're feeling comfortable with this, let's add in the rhythm in the left hand. One of the biggest misconceptions with string instruments is that all of our rhythm comes from our strumming or plucking hand, when in reality, our fretting hand has an equal, if not more important role in controlling the length of the notes. The next thing that we need to add is a little bit of space in between each of the notes, and we're going to do this with left hand muting. So we're going to go back to our 2 chords, our simple down strums, just feeling that full chord. And we're going to add a little breath in between each chord by just releasing the pressure on the strings. I'm not lifting my fingers off the strings, just pulsing a little bit. And this starts to give us our groove. And don't forget that 2 and 4 accent, right? Just really light. Just a little bit release of the strings goes a long way. This takes some time to get used to if you've never done left hand muting before, but this is the key. As we get more attuned to this concept, we don't have to do our accents with the right hand. We don't have to strum harder on 2 and 4. We can also control the length of the individual notes. What if 1 and 3 are longer than 2 and 4? Still space in between each. But this is all about controlling with the left hand. And the best part about this is everyone has their own swing, their own space between the notes, and you need to find yours. One of the best ways you can do this is just to strum along with old recordings. It's gonna find a groove that you like, that you enjoy, that'll be your default in the future. And that's what we wanna find. Find our own groove. Because this is about making this your own. So what do we do after we have this space between the notes, these left hand muting? Maybe we can go a little bit beyond the down strum. I hope you all are enjoying this lesson. If you'd like to dive further into the world of swing and jazz ukulele, join me over on my learning platform, the Tin Man's Magic Ukulele Club, where we learn one jazz standard each month and put all of these learning concepts to use over top of it. This month, we're studying the song After You've Gone, learning the melody, how to create a chord melody solo, all of the chord inversions you can use up and down the neck, as well as how to put this swing strum to use and also do double time swing strumming. In addition to the 2 hours of video lessons that you get, you also get a PDF and a backing track to practice along with. Now down to step 3. Once we have the left hand on autopilot, which can take quite some time to get used to, it's time to turn our focus back to the right hand and think about syncopation, or playing off of the beat, or around those down strums, or simply playing up strums. So let's take our basic progression that we were just doing, and think that every time we're doing a down strum, we need to reset our hand, right? Which means we're coming up. So we can add an up strum in between each of these with our muting, and this is called a shuffle strum. Now, a lot of these up strums might be muted or partially muted, and that's okay. So remember, we're a rhythm instrument. Back to our quarter notes, our down strums. The other thing we can do is add those up strums anywhere we want. We don't have to do it on every single one. Well, if we do something like this. Try that with me. What am I doing? Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. I'll play quarter notes here. Try some different eighth note patterns around it. Try throwing in random up strums and see how it sounds. This is on you. I'll keep the groove. Try something different. Now, the other thing we can do to add syncopation is get to our chords early. So what if we get to the C7th on an up strum like this? Ah, you hear that? Get to everything a little bit early. I'm moving on the up strum. It's our other bit of syncopation using the left hand now. One last thing we can do is use double down strums in place of our up strums. What do I mean? So 2 quick down strums to create the same rhythm. Sounds like this. See how I'm moving that right hand extra fast? And then I can sprinkle that in with my up strums like this. If you want some more right hand techniques to add to your toolbox, or maybe dive further into that double downstroke that I was just talking about, which I've stolen from the great George Formby, check out my playlist on the strumming toolbox, which is every right hand technique you could ever need for this style of playing. But remember, the quarter notes are king. Spend some time just playing simple down strums and making it groove. I'll see you all next week.